All right, so like I'm not all business all the time. I know we put a lot of business stuff out on social media, but I'm actually hanging out with the fam quite a bit and doing some other fun stuff around town. So we're gonna do a day in the life video. We're gonna show you what life looks like from the time I wake up, when I get my work done, and all the crazy madness that I have going on at home. Well, you all right? Daddy, get up. My boss is calling. Oh, it's a smile for the camera. Did you guys go to the main house? Ah!
I did. Scared
Good morning.
Good morning. Typical day in the life. This is not as exciting, I don't think, as I think you guys want it to be.
What is that?
Have you ever seen a Brussels sprout stalk? Each little Brussels sprout grows on these things. I had no idea.
Okay, so there's multiple of those that you can pick up and purchase.
Yes. You saw this for $4.99, you wouldn't buy it?
No, I would, but I think
It's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right, so I wake up usually at like 6 a.m. and get the kids ready for school. At 7 o'clock, we leave, take them over to elementary school over on the golf cart. Annabelle gets up at 7:30, and then I goof around with her for like a half hour, and then usually I make my way over to the office, which is the guest house, which is where we are right now. And I just sit here and hang out, hammer out some emails and phone calls. Actually, that's not entirely true. I'll come over here at 8, knock out a little bit of work, but a lot of times I'll take Oxford for a walk on the beach. And then I'll knock out another couple hours worth of emails, and then I usually go and work out. I usually don't do any work stuff after like 4 o'clock, outside of just maybe checking my phone or in between some stuff. But usually I try not to schedule any calls, any emails, anything after 4 o'clock. That way I'm just in the zone with the kids all evening. And so that's what we do, man. So we got soccer, we got dance, we have hanging out, we go on a golf cart ride, sometimes go for beach walks, play in the front yard, whatever. And then we do dinner we do usually an early dinner, like 5:30ish. And then Annabelle goes down for bed at 7:30, hang out with the big kids until about 8:30, and then they go down. And that is a day in the life. Podcast. I was thinking maybe we could do 2. That was a good one, Jeff.
Butterfly.
Monarch butterfly.
Monarch butterflies, baby. Right here, Charleston, South Carolina. Eating my loquat trees.
Your what?
It's a loquat tree. It's like a peach, but it's like smaller.
Cool.
They're real juicy. They're pretty good. Part of my daily process. Hey. Thought that once you build a team and you buy income-producing assets, you don't have to shovel shit anymore. Still gotta pick some up. We got dolphins out here almost every day. I would say 4 or 5 days a week.
We should do a video where we just put a bunch of, animals, or maybe just animals. And you have to pull them out, and you have to make something motivational about that. Dolphins, man. They got a blowhole on top of their head. It's important to breathe upward.
Squirrel. Squirrels do. Chase shiny objects. They run around, squirrel mentality, never paying attention, never focused. Dude, Stop looking left, stop looking right. Get the squirrel mentality out of your head.
All of a sudden it's November and they don't have anything to eat for the winter. Why? Because in July, they're dicking around.
They were dicking around the whole time. They weren't planning for the winter. We gotta catch a squirrel though. That'll be a video in itself. We've had like a big hurricane came through, like Cat 1, wasn't that big, but enough to really mess up a lot of the dunes. A couple of the houses have had to rebuild their docks, their piers, like nonstop. And this guy's like, you know what? This is my property, and I'm not letting my lot line go. So he built a wall over here without getting approval, and then landscaped the whole thing, and then put a big ass American flag at the end, which respect, right? That's kind of cool. He's like, this is my property. I'm not giving the land back, and so he locked it in. And I don't know this. I know that they were battling legally and all this other stuff. I heard that as long as you can't see the wall now, then you're allowed to have a wall there and protect your own property. And that's like one of the rulings or one of the approvals that's being in process right now. So he just had all this sand dumped in front of it, and he's technically blocking the view of it from the beach. So money gives you options, right? You can do a lot more stuff if you got some money. Whereas other people, all their peers have fallen in the water and lost half their backyard, lost there were irrigation systems. There was, I don't even know, probably 6,000-7,000 square feet of turf in some of these people's backyards that all got washed away or, ended up getting trashed. But this guy's like, not happening to me. And so he built a wall. It wasn't big enough. He built another wall, and now he's putting dirt around it.
Did you get both?
So we just finished up lunch. We did one podcast episode earlier with Kate, and now we're going to do one with Penelope. How do you normally prepare for the podcast?
I usually don't do anything to prepare for a podcast. I usually just do a little bit of small talk beforehand. Hey, what's going on? What do you got going on in life? What do you got going on in business? What's good? What's something you're really good at? Is there anything specific that you want to be asked? And that's pretty much the extent of it. And I just kind of have a real conversation with people, exactly what I would want to know about their business, and just kind of reflect on their business, what they do well, and it's really cool to see how people, different businesses, regardless of the industry, they all come back to like these certain components of customer service and operations and finance and marketing and sales, and they just do it in a little tweaked way. And what's cool is you can take something from this business over here and this industry over there, put it into your business, implement it, and nobody else is utilizing that in your business just because it's from a different mindset, from a different industry. So it kind of differentiates you. We podcast, what do you think, 2 to 3 times a month? Probably 2 to 3 times a month, and we try to line up, 2 or 3 podcasts per episode or per filming session, and then try to keep them lined up. Sometimes, like I know over the summertime, right before the summer, we stacked a whole bunch for 2 or 3 months while I was going to be up in Cleveland, and then right when I got back, we had to film a bunch in order to catch back up. But we're in a pretty good spot. We're about typically 4 weeks out or something like that. You want to say hi to Grammy?
Hi, sweetheart. We're coming to see you.
Will you say?
I have kisses for you.
Say hi. Say hi, ABC Grammy.
Hi, she's truck.
You want to see truck? She doesn't want to see you, Mom. She wants to see the truck that's outside the window.
Well, that's for you.
All right, you want some milky milk?
No.
No? Disregard. Thank you anyways.
Mama.
All right, guys. I'm here with Penelope Bratz, and this is my firstborn child. How old are you?
9.
and a half, actually, as of like 2 weeks ago.
I'm not.
9.5.
I am?
You sure are. Miss Penelope, thank you for being on the podcast. Where can our viewers find you?
On Dad's channel.
That's it. That's the right answer. All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming and hanging out for a day in the life. Hopefully you see that I'm not much different than anybody else. It's just I try to be as efficient as I possibly can in the hours that I dedicate to economics and to business. And so I try to stay really, really focused on that front. You want me to start over? Okay. I try to stay really, really focused while I am working. So that way I can be really, really focused on these guys when I'm at home. Can you say bye, Annabelle?
Bye.
Good job. All right, guys, it is 4 o'clock. That means it's family time. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for spending a day in the life. And hopefully you have a great rest of the day. Go spend it with your family, and we will see you next time. See y'all.